Howdy, and how do you do? And welcome back to some Cruciball 5 Spinventor edition, where all the joys in the world come together for one adventuring. I think I like adventuring. I think navigation inflation is probably a little bit smarter of a decision there, but it is what it is. Oh, my computer obviously thinks it's still vacation time. I just got back from nice little trip, so my computer might be running slow as well since it's just now waking up. As you can tell, it is having a bit of a lag. But Miss Oakley, we picked her up today from a rover. If you don't know what rover is, it's like a dog sitting thing where you can find dog sitters. And since we were leaving, we got a nice little pup sitter for Miss Oakley, and they did a very good job with her. Aside from the first day that we dropped her off, I guess it rained all night, and I guess she was just the biggest pain, which, I mean, we know that. We know Oakley's a terrible, terrible, terrible person to have with you whenever it's raining or any kind of weather outside. She absolutely despises it. So I was grateful someone else had to, or got the opportunity to experience how annoying Oakley is, but I did feel extremely bad that they actually had to experience that, because no one wants to experience that with Miss Oak. I can guarantee you that. It's probably the most annoying thing imaginable. Now watch this. This is going to hit here. It's going to go down and hit this crit. Boom. 234 going to 170. I think we'll do... We didn't do near enough, but that's okay because we'll do enough here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No, thank you. Maybe if we had more Mu Circle and stuff like that, that would be a little bit more beneficial. I fancy duplication potion. Or do we want perfected react? I think duplication potion is going to be great. Well, hello, Oakley. That's a big stretch. I think Oakley missed us. Yeah, she missed us so much this weekend. She's given so much love and affection whenever she doesn't usually. I need to take her to go potty. I don't know. So the rover that watched Oakley lives in Brooklyn. So I don't know. There's many yards or patches of grass for Miss Oakley to go to the restroom in. So I'm kind of curious on if Oakley held a lot of her movements. She has gone potty once already, but she hasn't done number 2. So I think we upgrade a pebble. I think she might need to go at some point. Maybe we just do Swoltorb here. I feel pretty comfortable grabbing the Swoltorb going into this question mark. I know, Oakley. Maybe I'll let you out here after this recording. How about that? Sound like a plan? Sound like a plan, Stan? It sounds like a plan to me. I hope if it sounds like a plan to me, it's a plan to you. Got rid of the plant, so we're all protected. We've been watching, my wife and I have been watching a lot of Blacklist on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have watched it before or heard of it, but it's actually a pretty entertaining show. Very interesting, entertaining, has caught my attention. I spent way too much time this evening getting back, watching it and falling asleep to it. I fell asleep to, oh no, I spent all of our money. I spent it all right before the shop. This would have been a great shop. I kind of forgot the Spinventor originality is something great to have. I did not want to hit the shop again. because we can't afford anything. So if we get rid of our pebbles, our one pebble would have +1/+2. That explains as to why our Swole Torb. Oh, imagine if we hit all those bombs there. We would have been so lucky. Now you, Jack Orb Lantern, actually might be good. Spinvication. I want to look at the map. Can I not look at the map? I can't look at the map during this. I'm not going to add you because now I can look at the map. And now Spinvication would have been a great decision, but I wanted to see what boss we had, because if the final boss was the mole, I wasn't going to pick up Spinvication, but if it was the slime boss, it probably makes sense to pick it up. But of course, it didn't let me look at the map there, so we have the slime boss. Thank you for the swift hit. It was very appreciated. Oh, I missed the bomb, but I still hit the second one. Nice, perfect. Hitting that bomb solidifies that we're done with this fight. We'll go ahead and upgrade our Swole Torb again. Take some healing. Might as well. We have nothing to lose. And our computer was running slow again. Duplication is actually terrible with the Spinventor because of our special relic. We only want one of each kind of orb. So that would have not worked out in our favor. Oh, I have a story for you. So, like I mentioned, we went out of town. Now, we took Oakley to the rover. I think we were supposed to drop her off at like 5:30. Our flight left at, I think started boarding at 7 o'clock or 6:50 or so. So dropping Oakley off when we did was like perfect timing, because then we had plenty of time to want to hit these bombs, because that's 15 extra points. $50 extra points. But we drop her off. We have to drive through Manhattan to get to Brooklyn. So did I already upgrade one of our stones? No, we are missing one stone. Ice Circle. I do want the Ice Circle though. I think I'd rather upgrade the Ice Circle all the way up. Call that good. Do I pick up the Deep Fresh Potion? I think we still have 2 refreshes in this Cruciball level, I believe. I'm basing it off a guess here. Do you see a refresh anywhere? I don't see a refresh. Well, we might have really hurt ourselves here. Well, this isn't good, but we have Duplication Potion. So if we can get the Heavy Shaft Potion or some kind of refresh, that would be very much appreciated. I don't want inventory, I want map, so maybe this way is the best way. Continue on. Need to push right. But we finally got Oakley dropped off. We're supposed to be there at 5:30. Wait, no, what time? No, we were supposed to be there at 4:30. 4:30 to drop Oakley off. We didn't get there until like 4:50. 5. No, I was right. It's 5. Sorry. It's been such a long week. But we're supposed to drop Miss Oakley off at, dang it, 5:30. Turns out, with the traffic of New York at that time of day, was terrible. And we didn't get to our rover's house until about 5:50 or so. And we thought we were going to LaGuardia Airport. Turns out our flight was at JFK instead of LaGuardia. So we do want to continue on. So we type into the map, didn't think much. JFK from our apartment's like an hour and 7 minutes. So, and Brooklyn's the same direction as to getting to JFK. So we head to hers. There's our refresh that we were desperately in need of. That was very, very lucky of us. And then the complex claw is even better. That was very lucky, very fortunate. Upgrade, might as well as upgrade one of our pebbles, and then we'll get rid of the other 2 pebbles, and we'll be good. So I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. I think it was going to be less than an hour to get to LaGuardia because we already went an hour to get to this rover's house. Turns out, from this rover's house, JFK is like, it's another hour drive just because of traffic, solely because of traffic. We only needed to go like 10 miles. Not 10 miles, no, not 10 miles. We just needed to go like 5 miles or something super short, super small, 5 miles or something like that. It was outrageous. Estimated time of arrival was 6:50 whenever we first typed it into the GPS. And keep in mind, flight board's at 6:59. And we still have to go through TSA and everything because we don't have TSA pre-check, which I don't even understand what TSA pre-check is, but I know it's apparently good. But we are just in stop and go traffic the whole entire time, all the way there. And so it's just a big headache, big pain in the rear end, I tell you, Schwat. But we get to the airport, finally get to JFK, and it's, I don't want to upgrade those. Who's our boss? Get to the airport, it's like 7 o'clock. So flight just started boarding. We get to the TSA line, a whole horde of people are just now getting into it. So we get into the horde of people and we're just waiting in line, watching the clock tick down. And my wife is just yelling at, well, not yelling at me, but she's giving me a hard time because I didn't look up how far we had to go first. It is what it is. I think concentration might be good here with the defresh potion, and we can snipe out a crit, snipe out a refresh. But give me a hard time because we might miss her flight and we're going to go see her family. So she's pretty stressed. I'm stressed. We're waiting in this line. The line is slowly moving. And then we see these people, this family, just come out of nowhere. And they show the person, the TSA agent, they show them their itinerary. And it's like, our board's boarding right now. Can we get through this? And the TSA agent just lets them go straight up in the front of the line. And then we're like, should we try that? And we're like, we're all out of options. We kind of have to try it or just hope that we can get through this line real quick. We go up to that TSA agent. We tell him the same situation. He says, well, you got to ask the people in front of you. First person we ask, she says she doesn't speak English and lets us behind her, and we just stood there. And the line splits into 2 different lines, so left and right, just for organization purposes, I suppose. And while we're sitting in this line right here, the girl that says she doesn't speak English started asking us questions in English fluently. It's like she forgot that she told us she couldn't speak English, which was funny. But whenever the line split into 2, we decided to go into the left one because it looked shorter. Turns out that left one loops around a little bit. And it had so many families of like 6+ members in there. Like massive families with little kids and everything. And I tell you what, we chose the slowest line on Earth. I don't think there's a slower line at the airport than that one. And we finally get through TSA, and it's like 7:10. Not 7:10, no, it was like 7:15. No, it was definitely later than that. It was 7:20, I think it was. I think the flight takes off at 7:40. 7:41 was takeoff time. That's what it was. And we end up running through the airport as soon as we get done with TSA. And we finally get the gate that we needed to get to was literally the furthest gate away. It was gate 94 or something like that, in the very far back, because, I mean, in reality, who's going to Kansas City is the question. But we go all the way there, get all the way to the gate, and it's like 7:35. And of course, the flight takes off at 41. And if you didn't know anything about airports and stuff, they close the gate. They close the gate 10 to 15 minutes before takeoff, so they stop boarding. So we missed it. We missed our flight. We just ran through the airport. My wife is so upset with me because not only did we miss the flight, but I had her running through the airport, and she was not the happiest. We go to the counter service desk to just see if we can get on another flight for the next day, because we needed to get to Kansas City so we can see our godchild. And at the service desk, nicest lady, helps us and gets us on a flight out of the LaGuardia airport instead of JFK. So we're sitting at JFK. Next flight that we can take is in LaGuardia, which is at this time it's 8 o'clock at night or so. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock at night, so traffic's not too bad. Is on probably around 30 minutes away or so. And so the next flight was in the morning, so we booked a hotel that was right next to LaGuardia Airport, and it was the sketchiest hotel. But we got on our flight, got on the airport. I want to get rid of those 2 stones. Got to the airport in a good enough time. We made it to KC, all is well. Now, fast forward to today, when we leave KC. So we're leaving KC. We get on our flight, no problems, no issues whatsoever to call out. Everything's going swimmingly. We get on our plane, we land, touchdown in JFK, because that's where our original return flight was to JFK. But the problem with landing in JFK is that our car is at LaGuardia Airport. So we had to get an Uber from JFK all the way to LaGuardia Airport just so that we can get our car. And whenever we're leaving the car where we parked the car, because we just wanted everything to go smoothly, we parked in a car lot near the terminal we're going to. We're leaving this parking lot after we get our car. It's saying it charges $287 to park there. $287. So that's one thing that we have to figure out tomorrow, is if we read that wrong or if it actually cost that much to park there for just a couple, for what, 2 days, 3 days? Oh man, so I tell you what, we didn't have the best of travel experiences, but I will remove one of these stones. I want to remove both stones, but we can't remove both stones, and I don't want any of these relics, really. Ambiguous amulet. What's our inventory look like? Well, hazard, you apply poison, so I think we're fine with keeping you. None of these relics really interest me too much. Maybe you, if we get the upside down elite fight here, that will at least protect us a little bit whenever he's getting Tim blind every time he hits us. Now we're not fighting him, but we will throw you in hopes that you do a little more than that, because that wasn't even enough to take out the front guy. How much HP do these people have? But I am talking a little quiet because my wife's in the other room asleep right now, and I don't really want to wake her. Which, she'll be awake and she'll be awake all night. That's usually the case. Since she works night shift, she has a hard time sleeping throughout a whole entire night, which is understandable. But that was our travel experience. I don't really have the story really polished or anything, so I apologize for the rambling on sometimes and not having it all organized. I am a little exhausted right now from our flight and everything. Ooh, whenever slime is applied to pegs, it gets upgraded +2. I know I'm grabbing that over the what is it called? Grinding Monstera, but it is what it is. I would rather have this plus extra damage more than extra HP, I suppose, which I don't know if it really matters or in any way. But if we can get the Suffer the Sling, I think that would be a little bit more beneficial for us. Oh, 2 HP. You survive with 2 HP, eh? You can't even make this up. Which, we can gain HP right here at the end. Applies double damage slime to every 9. Could be interesting. I'm good. Didn't really want to spend all that money on healing whenever we just got all of our health there. And now we don't have any money for the shop, which sucks. We don't want any of those. So we move on, take on this lead. Oh no! It's the dragon. Not really the largest fan of the dragon fight. Not bad. The problem with the dragon fight, I should say, it's not necessarily that it's a bad fight. It's just... it's hard, because you tend to fall off the side of the map very easily. Dang it. I was kind of hoping we would get down there. Why did it get stopped right there? Is that like an invisible peg? You know, you don't have to hit us. You could miss every once in a while, and I would be fine with just you missing every once in a while. And then we just end it there. It's perfect. Go for the eye circle. It's more blind, I suppose, but we don't. We are low on HP. We gained some HP there, not much HP, but hopefully we can go straight up and down here. Dang it. It's a lot of poison. Only 50. Oh, that was sad. Why? Why didn't you do what I thought you would do? But fortunately, we do have that, whatever, the concentration orb or whatever it is. Because that's going to help us snipe out our refreshes for sure. Oh, you have blind. We're going straight up and down. Now this is nice. 1,000 damage with some more blindage. Maybe we can apply some poison somewhere. Come on now, how are we gonna win this? No, so close. 468 damage away. Oh, poop. We were so close. Oh, no. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to talking with you all later. Bye-bye.